Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start in your Beehive lesson 7, packing. Packing is the most essential thing. When we are going somewhere, generally we need packing. We cannot survive without packing the things. You can see that packing is not so easy. In the picture you can see how the 3 boys were struggling because of the packing task. First of all, I just want to tell you some important things about the chapter before starting explanation. Packing is a story about 3 friends who are getting ready to go for a journey. Thus, packing summary will help students to understand this story in a simplified form. It follows the packing session of 3 friends, Jerome, Harris and George. Thus, it begins with them starting the most important thing of a journey, packing. This story is an extract taken from 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. Dear children, listen it very carefully. This story is an extract taken from 3 Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. Here, Jerome is the narrator himself and writes about the experience he has while his friends decide to start packing. Further, he takes us on a hilarious ride about 3 adults who struggle to basic things as packing. It will take you through the nuisance they experience in addition to their dog Montmorency contributions, meaning they themselves were enough to create mess in that packing task. Then Montmorency, their dog, also joined them to spoil the entire task of packing. Similarly, it shows how his other 2 friends are not that great when it comes to packing. See, Jerome has shown here himself that he thinks himself to be a great packing person. But that was a myth only, because in reality we have seen he had also done many blunders while packing. And as far as his other friends were concerned, they were also not good at in the task of packing. So before starting it, dear children, I just want to ask you certain questions. Do you like going on trips? I know your answer must be yes. What kind of trip do you enjoy most? So most of you will say hills, whenever we are going on hills, whenever we are going on sea beaches or the pastures, etc., etc. But any sort of liking you have for a picnic spot, for the place to visit, but you cannot say no to packing. Packing is a part and parcel of every sort of journey. So let's start in the chapter. I said I would pack. I refers to Jerome K. Jerome. Jerome is the writer as well as the narrator here. I rather pride myself, as Jerome said, that I will pack. I rather pride myself on my packing. Jerome said that even I thought I can do a very good packing. I had a great pride on my packing. Packing is one of those many things that I feel I know more about than any other person living. Jerome has this overconfidence that he knows packing better than any other person. It surprises me myself sometimes how many such things are. He says, this is also very hilarious, he says that I don't know how many things are there where I am good at. So here he is praising himself and it is creating laughter. There are many examples of laughter in this story. I impressed the fact about George and Harris and told them that they had better leave the whole matter entirely to me. He said, that I left entire matter with the people, with George and Harris. I told them, you can leave everything to me and I will do it entirely. They fell into the suggestion with a readiness that had something uncanny about it. He thought they would also help him, and he has decided to boss the things. But George and Harris took the things literally, and they have decided not to do anything except leaving everything on Jerome. George spread himself over the easy chair and Harris cocked his legs on the table. George and Harris sat down properly, just lying down, sitting lazily, half sleeping, half bending their body, and they have left the entire thing on Jerome. This was hardly what I intended. Intended meaning desired. Decided. What I had meant, of course, was that I should boss the job, and that Harris and George should potter about under my directions. This was the entire planning of him. Jerome thought, when he was saying that leave everything of packing work on me, he wanted that he should boss them. He should supervise their task of packing. He did not want to do entire things alone. He decided he will boss the things, and George and Harris should work under his direction. I pushing them aside every now and then with, oh no, here let me do it. There you are, simple enough. Really teaching them, as you might say. Their taking is in the way they did irritated me. He wanted to show his glimpse in between, that you had not done this. Oh, do this like that. It can be done like this. This is the proper way to do it. It should be done. He wanted to speak out this way. He wanted to just boss and supervise the thing. But it irritated him that they took the things literally and they did not do anything and left the entire thing on him. There is nothing does irritate me more than seeing other people sitting about doing nothing when I am working. See, this is the natural human tendency. He said, I never felt bad. When I am damn busy and other people are resting, it irritates me a lot. It happens with everyone in each and every, it is a universal truth in this. I lived with a man once who used to make me mad that way. He would loll, meaning act lazily, on the sofa and watch me doing things by the hour together. He said earlier also one man was like that, who used to sit idly on sofa and used to see me working continuously for so long, and it used to irritate me a lot. He is telling some other time incident. He said it did him real good to look at me messing about. He said that man told him that he felt great relief when he saw Jerome was creating mess. Now I am not like that. I can't sit still and see another man slaving and working. I want to get up and superintendent and walk around with